Okay. I'm just sitting down. Thought I would just record this. These were some old dry transfers, some old military dry transfers I got. And I think people could really use these. Are so much better than Bandai's dry transfers. As you can see, you could really bust these edges up pretty easily. Kind of just scritching away. I'm going to take some the sandpaper first. I've been thinking about this. I think I actually am going to do some winter whitewash on this shoulder. This will be the left shoulder. I just think it needs something to blue. Then come back with the white and we'll spruce it up. Yeah, not too crazy. This is supposed to be like a chevron. It actually came from the real kid, or one of those kids. Zaku Warrior. I don't like how shiny it is, so might do something about that. But okay, first off, this is what my palette's looking like. Okay. Now you can see this. We'll use this white. You can kind of see if it'll focus. This stuff's pretty firm. I mean, it's soft, but you could see all the linseed oil. That's what that is. That's the shiny stuff that prevents the drying. That's what you want to get rid of. I see some of these other people, they put oils straight on their kits, or they put them on like hard palettes or something, and you really don't want to do that. A, because of the sheen. B, because it takes forever to dry. All right, first, let's just think about this. I'll probably put some paint in here. Maybe this is what's left. Now, I don't really highly advise this because I should have went back and put some with the airbrush, but that's okay. And these other military vehicles, you'll see they kind of botched around their markings and stuff, so we'll try to get that. I'm sure it would drip down and pool up on this edge down here. Let's get a nifty spatula. Tamiya spatula. Now I'm just getting this a little wetter than normal. Still gonna dab it off though. I like to do a little, like, you know, do a little test. You can see what you're working with. And obviously this is just purely aesthetic. You go as heavy, as light, whatever. And this is just my process, you know. Put this to the side. And end. Okay, I'm actually thinking. We'll have to pull this back away from the two. I'm thinking if he has a white shoulder, it'll kind of maybe cause a little, disruption in the blue. Okay, okay. Good. Still trying to get used to. Oh, look at that. I forgot I had started painting the other side. Idiot. That's raw sienna. We don't want that yet. That's okay. Let's get us a clean brush. And I could live with that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Start a streaks in here. Get some vertical. I really should have painted the inside of this thing, but not bad. It's a little freaking wet. Now, what we'll do next is lock this in. Let me hit this with the blow dryer. Okay. That looks a little better. Need to get a white background, huh? Okay, let's add a little bit more. See if we could get a more of a brighter white type of topical. I really should have added in a little bit of gray into that. Get our edge. Okay. Push that back some. Okay. Yep. And that's kind of what this whole process is about, for me at least, is just chilling, uh, and just slapping some paint on scale models. You know, nothing crazy, no high stakes stuff here, regardless what this was be for. But it's all chill, man. It's my favorite. If I don't have anything to do for the day, I could just chill in the morning and work on my models, man. What's in space? Maybe this will help. Help this stupid thing focus. Maybe that's better. I don't know. You let me know. I don't know why. I don't know why there's a hole there. Maybe I was supposed to put something there and got sidetracked. Very possible. Very, very possible. Got very bad ADHD, so I get hyper focused on something. While totally losing track of everything else. Kind of my MO. I think maybe using scale modeling for, you know, various mental health things is a good idea. Helps out a lot. You know, I'm in recovery. I've been in recovery for probably about this time probably, I don't know, 8 years maybe? Yeah, I think 8 years this August, or maybe it's 9 years this August. Anyhow, kind of gives you a creative outlet is a very, very good thing to have when you suddenly find yourself with a bunch of time on your hands, energy, etc. So I can't say enough positive things about gunpla and keeping me on track in my head in the right place all these years. I mean, I haven't been doing gunpla all these years, but you know, I think I started in 2021, early 2021. All right, let's try it. Okay, this is a little better. A little more contrast. I gotta get some gloves. I hate seeing my freaking hands. Okay, now I get a sharp tip. I'm gonna switch to a slightly different white and see if we can maybe fill in some of the dry transfer, alter the fade on it a little bit. You know, the vibe is supposed to be like, you know, all these things are kind of done in the field or something. So if it's getting faded or, you know, stripping or something like that, probably reasonable. Maybe they used a similar paint. Although in the finished product wise, that white doesn't really stand out from the other white. Unfortunately, need to create some type of dimension here. God damn it, did I pick that freaking... Why is there... Why is there paint on there? Fuck. That's okay. Just happy accidents. Now, we will be adding some, you know, color in there as far as rust and little chipping goes. So that might create a little depth and dimension to it. That's the key to this. That's why you're wanting to dry all those layers as you go. You want to, that's basically simulating time and the way I look at it. You know, I did forget to add a spike on here when I was building. So that's why I figured, oh, it better be determined for like a some type of markings of some sort. Okay, now let me dry this real quick. I'm gonna add in. Let's see if it even works. If you could see it. I don't know if you could really tell in there. This has got a little gray in it. Yeah, it looks a little muddled. Just maybe, I don't know, switch it up a tiny bit. I'll put a little bit more gray on there. Probably end up putting a little blue over that weld. The way you should do it is have these brushes marked, which I do have them marked. I just never freaking pay attention to it, so that you know you only use certain brushes for applying color versus streaking or blending. Like that one I've washed 3 times, but still has some freaking raw sienna on it somehow. I think maybe I'll make a little review for SM04 today, because I feel like people really need to know about it. That, and I was thinking about making a video just showing the people that I think every American or Western gunpla builder that wants to build outside of just freaking factory fresh or snap fit clear coat style. I think all of these people are very, very influential and noteworthy. So I just started jotting some names down yesterday, and they deserve the attention and the exposure. And, you know, half the reason I've had my quote-unquote success as far as the competitions and stuff really have to do with these guys. So, I mean, I feel like they, you know, as far as us Westerners go, are just untapped inspiration, endless inspiration, man. What the? Take that down to blue there. Blue's really starting to stand out behind the white, which is good. I think it's blue. Wouldn't that be some shit? I do this whole belt, turns out to be purple. All right. Okay, let's go to the rust tones. All right, all reset. Let's take this rust tones into account. Starting with the raw sienna. And probably, honestly, I'll probably throw a little bit of this orange yellow in there and brighten it up. Reset and get that pointy. Oops. You know, I don't know why the hell I have that hole there. But we know that the moisture is going to run down here. We know that from the streaking, so put a little bit in this crevice here, maybe on this edge, and keep in mind, obviously, a lot of this is going to be, you know, cut back and covered by the following colors, so. Let's get us a little splotches. This mat is actually pretty nifty. It's from, this particular one is from Avis, the epoxy sculpt guys. It's a pretty big mat. Apparently, you know, it's for rolling out putty on and the likes. So it works pretty good. I got it as a constellation prize, I guess you'd say, for coming in second place in the original Mecha contest, which was an absolute shock to me. Also an absolute shock and shame that it won't be coming back next year, apparently, which is a major, major bummer. Wish I could have competed in it far earlier. Very cool, man. Very fun to scratch build mech. I don't know if I'm getting much results here, fellas. I know some people have like little spattering tools and what have you, but this thing usually works pretty good. You can kind of use it as a point your direction. Let's try a circular object. And it very well could be spattering all over this thing. Okay, I can see a little bit there. Okay. And now let's blend this out. Go with some type of darker rust for the inside of this little vent hole thingy here. Wish I would have painted the inside of this thing. Every time I look at it, it pisses me off. I don't know why. I have no clue why I didn't paint the inside of that. I always paint my stuff all 360 degrees. See, now I put so much white on there that it's actually activating that white. Even though I really laid on that blow dryer, dude. Could also be that this is too wet. Sometimes I like to put it on the dry part of the cardboard pallet. You could kind of see that it is wet, and I like to think it pulls some of the moisture back out of it. Okay, this is honestly pretty looking pretty much like I want it. I do need something. We need something up here, right? Kind of got this blank space. We need something. Get a little blotch, blotch, blotch. And then we'll drag it down this crack here. You know, this is all like newer rust type of deal, so very topical. And if you want, after you start to dry it, you could come back and highlight with some more yellows or something if you want to make it more pronounced or something. This is the back of the unit, by the way, so it's a little bit more of a chill spot. And it does kind of execute the idea of panel lining when you do this. You know, I know people, their instinct is to just panel line every crack and crevice, and there's nothing wrong with that by any means. But I try to add a little character before I darken it up. I don't know. You know, hopefully you'll go back and watch Mike Rinaldi's edited live streams and stuff, and you'll see a lot of good information on there. One time he's talking about making the switch over here to when he first started getting into mech and gunpla in general is, you know, you gotta, every part of this has, you know, 4 sides or something. You know, it's a totally 3-dimensional, every single object 3-dimensional. You gotta weather all the sides of every piece to a friggin' to a Gundam or whatever you're working on. Definitely adds you know, more time and effort into all the equations. I actually didn't even realize there's a recess there. Which is okay, but we know that would definitely be a wear point. Low battery, okay. Too much? Shit, I think too much. Dadgummit. That's okay. Once we put the other colors on, it'll darken up. It'll be kind of the main streak on there. Let's try it. Okay. I just dabbed on a little yellow ochre to lighten this up a little bit. But enough of that. Let's switch. Let's go darker, not switch. Next, I like to just go right down the line, dude. Little burnt sienna. This one from King Art is my favorite one. Much, much, much lighter than your conventional ones. For me, these layers are really about subtlety, so we will add in some of this, though, and some of our busted up spots. And on the edge, obviously a little bit right there. We gotta get our boy Freaky Streaky up there. Hit this corner, because obviously this is this is the shoulder side contact with the body. So in my eyes, I feel like it'll be pretty scraped up probably. Not a crazy difference in color here, though, to me at least. Very gradual. And then after you add these layers on, it really starts to pop. And at the end, I'll weather this whole thing, and you'll kind of have a comparison to what it looks like at the very end. You could just do that if you wanted. That's all this is supposed to be, is just something to show people what they can do if they want. I hate that hole. That's pissing me off. Why did I put that there? Damn it, man. I forgot it's the first Wednesday of the month. Sirens are going off. It's not an air raid that I know of. Just add a little. Kind of need a stiffer brush, maybe. Shorter bristles, maybe. Okay. Boy, those ones really worked, huh? There's just something about the rust, man. The rust just speaks to me. I don't know what it is. I see it, I'm fascinated by it. I don't know why. Ever since I started taking notice to freight trains when I was in my younger days, something about that heavy weathering, wear and tear, it's just got a story to tell. You might not know what that story is, but you know this thing's seen some shit over the years. And honestly, for like normal, if this was a different build, I don't think it wouldn't be this streaky. I don't think I normally aim to make things this streaky, but I had to take advantage of the given scenario here with the winter and everything. I mean, come on. You see them old Soviet era tanks and stuff, man. They're just covered in rust. From like the Eastern Front in World War II. Very cool. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Let's try it. Okay, now I'm moving to burnt umber. World famous. You know, there's a lot of burnt umbers out there. I probably have, one, two, three, four, five or so burnt umbers. All of which slightly different. This one, probably the lightest of the bunch. Couldn't tell you who makes it at this point. If anybody's ever interested for whatever reason, I could figure it out. Go label them when I put them on. I know nobody gives a shit, but I'm just saying. I mean, there's probably nobody ever gonna see this, but that's okay. Kind of like cathartic to just chill and create something that you want to create. A break from all the politics and crazy shit that goes on in the world. You know, maybe that's why I like Gundam so much. Is it's like on the surface though, it's black and white. It's the good guy versus a bad guy, and you know, heroic story. But you know, it's interesting to see how politics kind of bleed into everything, even anime. Now, I want to go a little darker here to this cheap, shitty burnt umber. I don't remember what brand it is, but I know it's shitty and it's pretty freaking dry straight out the bottle because it's old and shitty. But it performs very interestingly. when I'm doing this, I'm trying to, like, personally, I'm trying to, like, reduce my uh, print every time, kind of a little bit smaller and leaving that, whatever we did previously, leaving that slightly exposed. So that's why it might be smart, really, to exaggerate in the first place your first couple light colors, because if you want it to be pronounced, exaggerate it so that you're left with more behind. Now I've seen a couple people do some really cool like accumulative scratches type of thing with the dark burnt umbers like this. I've never really been great at making scuffs and scratches, like, so it's something I'm a little intimidated by, something I need to work on, because it never sells to the point I want it to. Before I blend this, let's do a little bit of spattering. Switched up my brush. Too dry. That's okay. Found the shittiest brush I could. There we go. If you could break these bristles up on there. Like the really fine speckling. Yeah, rust is very, very blotchy. Almost like mold or something. Like grows. Almost organically, even though I guess it's not. But you know what I'm saying. Alright, dude, now let's tappy. Tappy. Brush is like absolutely dry pretty much. So obviously it's like a double-edged sword here. It's going to let you manipulate, which is what I want. But if you got to remove anything or really cut back, it's not really going to do that. You're just going to be smearing here pretty much. Which is exactly what I want to do, but whew. All right. It's looking pretty good. Let's weather out our edges here. I think maybe we'll grow this spot a little bit more. Kind of as a defining point. Blending and pulling. Some of these you just, blend out if they're not what you want, not what you're looking for. You could always add more on. You could always adjust. Okay. Oh, yeah. Now, this will never even be seen, but we know it's there. All right. Now, I might get a hair up my ass and lighten up some of this white to just make a little contrast here. Like this is looking like it would be a pretty old rust spot. So maybe we, add some white back on top, like the crew had touched it up or something like that. But I'll continue the rest of this. Let's see if I can knock this thing out. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, it's 12:17. Let's see how long it takes me off camera. Okay, I gotta call it quits for now. I think my hands started freaking cramping up, by the way. Sheesh. I think it turned out pretty good. Not too bad. Let me see if I get it off this thing. I probably will add to it, but lighten some of the stuff up, but there's a lot of holding this little stupid stick for a long freaking time. Now in the midst of that, I had to stop and go get my son from school and shit, so, it's never really a straightforward task, no matter what. So, it's freaking 4:30, so I probably put another, I don't know, straight up probably hour and a half or so. I could already see things, though, that I don't like. And this is how I can never be satisfied with something. So, this little thing here looks a lot different. In person, you can't really see. Oh, shit. Anywho, you get the point. So, I'll probably, I'll post a video of, some update on it when I get to the next part, but essentially, this is it, right? And it looks pretty good, the friggin' thing. I don't know what to focus on, so so much shit. Very heavy weathering, but I think it turned out pretty good. Pretty happy with it. Hopefully, somebody out there gets something from this. Me and a friend are actually gonna starting like a friendly build group from now, which is February 5th to December 5th, I think. The only qualification is it's a Dom or Rick Dom or Dodge, And yeah, that's it. So if you guys want to get involved with it, it'd be cool, man. We're just doing the damn thing. Uh, Kondo inspired, or Kobayashi, that type of style. So I mean, quite literally, everybody is welcome to join in, or just just for something to be motivational, to just try to keep each other motivated. So until the next part, thanks for checking my video out. Hopefully, somebody watch it this long. And if not, whatever. I'm talking to myself, which I probably would be anyways. So, thanks for watching. Maybe leave a like, or subscribe, or feel free to, you know, comment what you want to see or something like that. Thank you.